Hi you guys, welcome to my live. In this live I'm going to be making a skirt in Clo3d. If the whole time I usually use Style 3D, but today I'm using Clo3d. So welcome to this class. Thank God I already have the top, so we're only doing the skirt. So that skirt that you see over there, I'm trying to cover the naked lady. I don't know what YouTube rules are against showing the girl with the panty, but so let me bring in a basic skirt, which is this one, and I'm going to double click on it, and it's going to bring in this, and I will say no, and I'll say add because it's not a new project. I'll say add and say okay and close. So we have a skirt. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but I'll remove it. I'll delete this. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Okay, we're done. Now I'm going to choose the skirt, and I'm going to say bring it in like this, and 2 shortcut 2 brings it. So I'm going to say simulate, which is the space bar, and it's going to simulate. So let me see if the back is covering itself. Now this pose is not the right pose for me to make a garment, so let me go ahead and make a different pose. So I'll go say avatar, female, pose. Let's do the A, Naomi. Is it okay? Okay. So boom, so Naomi changed her pose, right? So now it's time for me to remove this so that you guys can be able to see what I'm doing, because what I'm doing is that skirt there in the corner. Okay, so let's begin by first of all paneling it the way it should be. Sorry, that wasn't supposed to happen. Let me start by paneling it the way it's supposed to be. And before I do anything, I need to reduce the particle distance of these tops. Usually they come and they'd be so annoying. So let me reduce the particle distance to, increase it to 20. Boom. It's loading. So now at least it won't be too like flimsy, or I don't know if that's the right word, but at least now I can pull it. Before it was too, I don't know how to explain it. Means the particles would be tightly packed together and it wouldn't be so free and so flouncy like the way it is right now, right? Okay, so this skirt that I made in real life it had a yoke. So I'm going to play with the, actually matter of fact I might delete it altogether, and I'm going to make a new waistband, right? So because the waistband is the yoke, so I'm going to make a yoke kind of waistband. Let's do this. So as I can see from the picture, I did this, then this, then a little bit down like this, then like this. Yes, then should I make it sharper? Okay, maybe something like that, and like this to make it a bit normal. Now here I'm going to say duplicate, like on fold, right? So now we have two panels, right? So I'm going to copy this same piece, and because basically the back is almost the same, so Command C, Command V, and then so this is for the back. So now before I do anything, I want to measure this part. This is 14 and here is 17. So I'm going to increase this below to 17. Let's see, 17 is right there. Yes. Okay. And let me put this into a curve like here, so it's not too sharp. The same thing with the front. And again, let me measure this part. 16, 14. So let's increase here to 16. And so let me make sure that this is 6.85, 6 point, okay, at least they are both 6.6. So I'm going to position them where they should be. So I'm going to show the arrangement points. So let me remove this here, and yeah, so that's going to be the front, and then the back, say 8, and then you go to the back. No, come on. Okay, back, and I'm going to bring that over there. So now it's time to start sewing. It's time to start sewing. I'm going to sew here to here, and then this part and that part. Let's do the back, this part to that part. So now let's see, simulate. Okay, so we have somewhat a skirt, right? Let's see the back. This is the panel. Okay, so let me start making this skirt like realistic. So I'll use V because I can see so many points, right? These are curve points. So I'm going to go ahead and delete all of them, and I'm going to move this a bit inside. I might as well even delete all of them and just be a flat thing like that. And then see, so I'm just going to keep, you know, oh, I made a mistake. I deleted the point where it makes yeah, this part. So I shouldn't be deleting this part. This part is important. That means it's the one that determines if I change one side, I have to change the other side. So yeah, so now you see both sides are changing. I don't have to do it both 2 times. So let me pull this down. Now think I'm going to bring back the arrangement points because this skirt is misbehaving, and pull it down. And let's do the same for the bag. Delete all these points, all of them but one, but the middle one, and drop. Boom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect everything that has to do with the skirt. No, back. So everything that has to do with the skirt, I'm going to collect it, and I'm going to pull it down because it's too up. I think these two are too tight. Let me widen them a bit. Let me do the same for the back. And I'm going to pull them down. Okay, not too much, but just a little bit. Okay, I think that position right there is okay, and I'm going to freeze these so that they stay at that specific point. So now I'm going to go ahead and first of all edit these parts here. These parts here are a bit too much. So let's make it a curve, and I think over here is some sort of issue. I don't know what's the issue here. Anyway, that doesn't even matter because we're going to cover it. So let's do a curve on the side. Like, matter of fact, let's use this tool. So Oh, no, I'm going to add a point here and there. I'm going to add 2 points there, and I'm going to delete these points. Yep. Bring this one up, same to this, delete, and bring this one up. So 2 and simulate. There's something wrong with the sewing here. Let's correct the sewing. This sewing is not supposed to go over. That's why we are having issues. Okay. Simulate. The front looks okay, but the back was not shaped. Okay, it's starting to look reasonable, and I feel like the back might, no, it doesn't matter even now. So 2 2, I don't know if that's the right height, but okay. Curve, yes. Phew, child. So let me start to, I'm going to make the rectangle. Something like that, but I feel like this skirt is too short, so let me increase the height a little bit. I think over there is more reasonable, like that. That's a reasonable height. And let me see if the sides are matching in, you know, because I feel like here it says it's 41 centimeters and then here it's 44. So let me make this one 41. So it was 30, now it's 39. Let me make it 41. Okay, 41. But here is a weird curve, so let me the curve is weird. Okay, so let me correct this. I'm going to correct this. And how am I going to correct? Okay, so this, the first panel is normal. So what we're going to do is that, and then so we sew this part to this part. Let me first guide it. Yeah. Maybe it's a bit thicker than that. Yeah, simulate. let's do the same to the other side. Boom, 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 boom. So let's sew these middle parts. It's this one and that one. So we've sewn them together now. It's one. So let me copy, paste. And I'm going to make the lower panel now from this one, but the lower panel, as you can see, it recedes as it goes inside. I mean, I don't know how to say, it narrows as it goes inside. So let me go to the pen tool and do something like that, like that. Yes, and I have to draw something on the skirt, so I'm going to go and draw on top of the skirt, literally like from there to there. Okay, so now we are going to sew that part to I'm going to sew this line to that line, and let me guide it before we sew. Let me bring it close to where I want it to be sewn. Here. Okay, then sew. Simulate. So it's a bit hidden underneath, and that's not the way the other one is in the real image. So let's pull it a bit down and simulate. Still, it's all the way down. Is it? Okay, let's say it's this here. Let's see if that will make a difference. Yes, it did, but I feel like this thing is too small. This is thick. Okay, that's too thick. Maybe up to here. The one below is a bit thicker. And longer. So let me go back and put this one up. So I'm going to do the same thing and mirror it on the other side. Yeah, so Mirror, mirror, mirror. Okay. Behind. So behind you have to do the same thing, Command C, Command V. And I'm going to bring this, pull it behind, rotate it, and then that's when it will be useful. So I'm going to sew that part to that part and simulate. And then I'm going to say again, symmetric pattern with sewing, boom, and then we have two sides, boom, 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 boom. So I have to sew these parts together here. This part there to there. That's finished. And I forgot to sew these two parts here to there. Yes, 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 yes. So now I'm going to go ahead and make this line that I did for the back. I think it's somewhat here up to there, and I'm going to copy paste one of these, maybe this one, Command C, Command V. Oh, the place is full. Okay, so I'll put it over there. So let me bring it. I have to find it in the scene. It's hiding here. So since it's going to the back, let's stay in the back, but I have to pull it out and rotate it like this, and I'm going to pull it over here. So this time it's going to be different. I'm going to sew this part to this part first, so that I don't have issues later. So now that's done, I'm going to sew here to here. So now let's simulate, guys. Boom. So okay, so now we have the back, but only just one side. So let me do the other side, which is left click, symmetric pattern with sewing, and boom. And now it is done. It's done. So the next thing I'm going to do is give it the print. So let's go back to print. Since I already have that print, let me just cancel. Oh, I'll select the print. So I'll have to, yeah. So I'm dropping the print, but I have to edit it. I don't know if I have to edit it or maybe not. I just have to keep dropping the print on all the pieces, right, like that. And I'm doing Command C, Command V. Okay, now that's done. let's I'm going to go to the library and see if we have any sort of denim, you know, fabrics. So let me put denim, because that's what I want us to see. Denim. So the denim I'm working with is more like this one. So let me say okay. Okay. Close. So these panels here are denim. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to go over here and assign the denim fabric to them that I just pulled in. And so are these. But now the issue is I don't have a frayed denim. I'm going to do something different so that it looks the way it looks in the picture, right? So there you go. If you zoom in, you can see the denim texture. If you zoom in so much, you can see the denim texture. But now I'm thinking maybe I should search for a better denim. Let me just add all of them, then I will delete them. Fabric. Let me put search denim. I think that one. Yeah. Let me not go too crazy. So let me select the denim pieces again, and let's say this one. I'm trying to see the one that looks like the thing the most, and it's not that one either. Let's try the last one. If it's not, then okay. So I'm going to, I don't know, I don't want to unfreeze these, because if I unfreeze them, then the skirt will start moving upwards, you know. But anyways, I have to unfreeze them. So let me just strengthen them. And remove the freezing, unfreeze, and freeze. So now we have a skirt. But how am I going to do the white thing on the bar on the bottom? Should I make like a top stitch and have it have that illusion like it's a top stitch? Let me see if it will work. If it doesn't work, then it is what it is. So let's do a top stitch. No, that's in the back. I want to see the front what I can see. So here, let's do one here, one there, and one there, one there. So yes, this is perfect. It's diagonal top stitch. I didn't even know about it. Let's make it white. Apply, and millimeters. Let's the thickness, let's make it like 0.8. Yeah, so now at least we have the frayed illusion. Let me even see if I can make it 1 if it's possible. Yes. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to change the pose of the avatar. Let's make it a sexy pose, maybe. A simple but sexy pose. So, you see, she's forming. She's turning. Boom. Okay. Okay, you guys, we are done. I've made it into real life. Here is the original, the one that I already made in real life, the skirt. Because I was freestyling, I didn't use Clo3d. And here is the real one. You can see, you can compare and contrast. And if you really want to make this skirt in real life, you have the 3D patterns. I mean the 2D patterns here. So I think I've done that. What I'm going to do now is, I feel like let me move this so that it's secure, and this slowly. Let me secure this. Come on. Okay. Now I am going to do something. I'm going to do the turntable for you guys. So there is the 360 view of our outfit, guys. Uh-oh, I forgot to add the top stitch on the back. And why can't we see the top stitch here? Cancel, yes. I don't know why I can't see the top stitching. That's supposed to give the... Okay, let's see if it will show up in the turntable again. There we go. Okay, so we can play the video now and see. Yeah, so now we can play the video slowly and see. There you have it. So you can choose to save the video or not, and whatever, it's up to you. And that's it for today, you guys. It was 40 minutes, short and sweet. No saving the video. I don't want to save the video. What's going on? Okay, fine. My God, close. Now the rest of the things that I have to do, I have to do it in Blender, but other than that, I'm very confident. I feel like I did the digital version. So see you guys, stay tuned. I have a whole masterclass on Clo3d if you're interested in learning, and just look at the link in my bio. It will lead you to the course. Digital fashion is here to stay, and it's time to get ahead of it. My name is Mercy. See you next time. Bye. Have a good night.